Hi guys, Danita here with Platt Family Fun. So, day 3 of homeschooling was really good. We have had a really good time, and I'm just looking to document and keep a record of how this is going and how we're feeling about it and how it's working out for us. So, just kind of wanted to talk about some of the things that I have noticed after only 3 days that I am working through. So, we got up this morning. You know that we're doing the Charlotte Mason method. For those of y'all who don't know, my husband and I have a 13-year-old 8th grader and a 12-year-old 7th grader. He and I are both lifelong educators. I taught high school and middle school, worked at the boys' middle school for the past 2 years, and we pulled them out this year. We had the opportunity to pull them out and to homeschool. It has been a decision that we have had on our minds for a very long time, and I homeschooled the boys originally when they were much younger, first starting out with school, and now we're back at it. It has been an incredibly pleasant experience, and we're using the Charlotte Mason method. So, what is on my mind? What are my thoughts about this since we started? So, a couple things. I love the Charlotte Mason method. It, to me, feels very, very, it just feels right. It feels right to me. So, we're believers, Christians, kingdom citizens, however you want to put it. And I find so many parallels to kingdom principles and a kingdom citizen mindset in the Charlotte Mason method. And that's one of the reasons why. I mean, the woman was ahead of her time by a long mile. So I'll talk about that in another video, but that's one of the reasons why I love the Charlotte Mason method. So far, what we do is get up in the morning, and we're at the table by 8:15 for breakfast. Now, I love there are built-in consequences, built-in rewards to the method, which I have been kind of struggling with, just not struggling with, but like constantly having to remind myself, because I want to repeat things, and you don't repeat things in the Charlotte Mason method. We are practicing the habit of attention. That's our habit. The habit of attention. Now, she has a whole list of habits, but they could all be summed up in the habit of attention. So our habit of attention means that when I read a passage, I read it one time. Give me your habit of attention. We're practicing the habit of attention. So I love it. The awesome thing is that because lessons are only 15 minutes long, then if you hate it, you only have to give your habit of attention for 15 minutes. If you love it, it's just enough to get you like, yes. And then I'm finding the kids asking questions after the homeschooling hours are over, because we homeschool up till lunch. Once lunch is over, then you can read independently, work on gift development, whatever your interests are. The kids can do those kind of things. So, the built-in consequences. So, for instance, with breakfast, I'm a meal planner. I plan meals. So I have a blog, a website, a Facebook page, and Instagram, all called A Glance This Way. You can find us online at aglancethisway.com or A Glance This Way with Facebook. Like I said, Instagram, we have a Facebook group also. And this is my inspiring women spiritually and practically. That's what the purpose of A Glance This Way is. And so I talk about meal planning at length on A Glance This Way. So as a meal planner, I know what we're having for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Yes, I do. Because that helps me with budgeting, and it helps me with feeding 2 growing boys. And it also helps with the management of meals. Now, I hear a child coming down the steps, though I'm recording a video, and that's fine. You're fine. Come on. Come say hi to the people.
Hey, peoples. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When are you going to show us that meme?
The meme? What meme?
The meme they said you were going to show us yesterday.
What was it about?
I don't know. You can tell us.
I said I was going to show you a meme?
Yes, a meme.
Oh, it was about being in line at Michael's and waiting for the coupon to load. I'll show it to you later. It's funny.
Okay.
I'll show you. Okay.
Can I stay right here?
If you no, you cannot
Am I
stay.
in here?
No, you may not. But you may stay in the room if you like. No. So I got an extra piece of hair on top of my head. So, what was I saying? Oh yes. So, goodbye, Michael. You can't stay. You're not supposed to sit there and dab.
I won't do that.
So, built-in consequences and benefits, which you can enjoy the benefits or you can deal with the consequences, and they're not. Oh, it was a mosquito, y'all. Did I get it? I got it. It's gross. Ah, it's gross. Okay. Built-in consequences, or what am I saying? Consequences or benefits. Yes. So, and it's not about the consequences being, the worst thing in the world to ever happen to a person. So here it is. I'm a meal planner, so I know what we're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But if I get up in the morning and the kids get up, we're supposed to be at the table by 8:15. If we're not there by 8:15, that cuts into our morning. Then bacon and eggs and pancakes and waffles, all that goes out the window. We need to do cereal because we got to get it going. That's a built-in consequence of our habit of attention not getting us to the table on time. You see what I'm saying? So we're all working on this habit of attention, which is really nice because when you give your attention, right, you're at the table 8:15, we're ready to go, breakfast is cooked, you get this wonderful, lovely breakfast that's not cold cereal. So after breakfast this morning, we ended up having cereal this morning because we had chores that needed to be done last night that were not completely done. So once we got all those taken care of this morning and got all that buttoned up, it was really only time for cereal. Then we had a very interesting, come here, Michael. We had a very interesting homeschool impromptu life lesson with the kitchen table. You want to tell the people what happened?
So for some reason, so we have this kitchen table that one's like, okay, so one side, so this is my hand, and say, okay, my hand's upside down.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one side of the table, this is the table, my hand's the table, and there's one side of the table that closes just like that, and the other side closes like that too.
Yes.
And there's just this. So for some reason, if you open this side, the other one will not open. And if you open this side, then the other one will not open. And it took us like half an hour to figure out the whole thing.
Yes, it did. And Michael finally said, I have a hypothesis. I have a theory. She was like, I have a hypothesis. I said, what's your hypothesis? And you were like, what's the hypothesis, right? Then I'm like, what's your theory? And your theory was, if we close the side that has been opening and closing fine, maybe the side that got stuck will unstick. So we did what Michael suggested, closed that side. The other side, of course, works fine. The side we've been sitting there fighting with worked fine. But we still don't know why that happened. So it's very interesting how it connected back to our science homeschool lesson about science being the accumulation and classification of observable facts and how those, what is it, Michael, fit into the natural. So it's very interesting because we had a hypothesis and a theory, but we couldn't call it science because we did not accumulate or classify our facts, even though we got results. So it was very interesting. Anyway, after that, I had tea in that cup earlier. After that, we did yoga with Adrian, which was really nice in the living room. And then after yoga, we came downstairs. Okay, yeah, you were off camera. The yoga was painful for Michael because of gymnastics the other night, and he's still recovering. So we've been giving him hours. Okay, thank you. Go on upstairs. They know. Go upstairs.
I'm just gonna get some water.
He had. We've been giving him vitamin C and branched chain amino acids and other natural things just to help his muscles recover from this 4 hours of gymnastics. So we didn't get to the table till 10:35 this morning. So we didn't finish until late. One thing that I have been doing is reading a quote at the beginning of our at the beginning of our homeschool lesson, which has been really, really nice. And it's just a quote to kind of focus us and just kind of get us paying attention. So that's been working, I think, really, really well. We did a Charlotte Mason quote today about that the room that a child finds their feet set in should be large. That's why you have the feast that you give a child's mind, so that they are able to have a large life. So that was really nice. And both the boys actually liked that quote, and they wrote it in their book of mottos, which is their personal book of mottos and sayings and passages that speaks to them. So they did that today. Thankfully, it was a really pretty day today. So after lunch, they went out to the bus stop to say hello to their friends. Were your friends out there, boys?
Yeah.
Okay. They went out to say hi to their friends today. So what I'm finding interesting is scheduling. We are scheduling just fine. I'm using the Simply Charlotte Mason curriculum scheduler, which I'm not really, I love the fact that you can put your resource into this scheduler. It costs $8 a month. You can put your resource into the schedule. You can schedule everything out for what days and who's taking it and how much should be accomplished. You can click that you worked on it or that you completed it. What I don't really like about it is that I can't plan out and see a month's worth. And that's probably a Charlotte Mason thing that I'm struggling with as a teacher, you know, a public school, you know what I mean, teacher. The other thing that I'm struggling with is that I'm not sure that I'm hitting on everything, though we've been doing a lot. So this is the schedule that I printed from the Simply Charlotte Mason plan. And let's see, we have art, Bible, foreign language, history, math, music, nature study, PE, poetry, picture study, reading, science, scripture memory, handicrafts, and I could even be forgetting something that we've been doing. So I'm the kind of I like to check stuff off. I like lists. I like to mark things off. So I'm going back and re-looking at the curriculum organizers tutorials to make sure that I'm doing it properly. And if I still don't get a chance to really kind of check off that we touched on everything throughout the week, because our terms are 12 weeks long, so I have them marked off in a calendar year. And you'll see the weeks are here of our terms, and then the color changes for the next term and then the next term. So we have things that have to be covered within 12 weeks. And like this was our first week, and it was a short week. It was 4 days. So I'm thinking about, and I already have an Excel spreadsheet open because I'm pondering creating another document so I can check off what we're doing. The other thing that we are doing is that as we read through passages and work through passages, when there is a word in print that the boys maybe haven't seen before, or something that none of us have heard before, then we write it down on this whiteboard. And then the next day when we come down, it's another thing that we do in the morning to kind of help focus us as we go through these words. Well, this is not a list of spelling words. We're not studying this. This is just a, hey, we ran across this yesterday. We're going to just pop back over and look at it. As soon as we run through it, it takes about a minute. We erase it and start over for the next day. So we're liking that. Happy National Salami Day, by the way. So we had pizza for lunch with salami on it. And let me see. Oh yeah, we love the 15-minute lessons. The lessons are going really well, and it does make us want to kind of get to it. We did art today, which was really nice. So once the boys finish up their art projects, then I'll show that to you guys. So that's about it.
This one's mine. That one's on the right end of the line.
Yes, the middle one is yours.
No,
that's mine. That's not his, that's mine. All right, guys. So we're in day 3. We're doing great. We're feeling good. Feeling awesome. I will keep you guys updated, keep you guys posted. All right. Love you. Bye.